Hello. At this 2023 China-ASEAN Clean Energy Week, it is my pleasure to provide a brief statement on the work of the Mekong River Commission on promoting sustainable hydropower in the Mekong River Basin. The lower Mekong River Basin has significant potential for hydropower development. So far, about 1,500 megawatt or 2 projects has been developed on the mainstream, and about 12,000 megawatt, about 88 projects on the tributaries. In the future, about 11,000 megawatt or 8 projects are planned now with 1 under construction on the mainstream, and about 2,700 megawatts or 34 projects are planned with 20 construction on the tributaries. If all of this is realized, we would have about 27,000 installed capacity in the Mekong by 2040 of hydropower development. The BDS, or the Mekong Basin Development Strategy 2021-2030, provides opportunity for sustainable hydropower development. And this is also confirmed by our Sustainable Hydropower Development Strategy, which is approved by our member countries, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, and Vietnam. But at the same time, both strategies, the BDS and the SHDS, call for procedures, guidelines, tools, and mechanisms to make hydropower more responsible, optimal, and sustainable, and very important to make sure that there are no significant transboundary adverse impacts. So how to do this? In terms of procedures, we have the prior consultation process where hydropower development on the mainstream needs to be notified, and the project data studies has to be shared with the member countries and the public and subject to independent review. After that, there will be ongoing dialogue, monitoring by the MRC, and if there are any issues that come up, there must be adaptive management. In terms of guidelines, we have also several in place to make hydropower sustainable. For example, the preliminary design guidance, or what we call PDG, on the mainstream is the standard in which hydropower development on the mainstream has to follow. It has criteria in water quality, flow management, fish passage, sediment, and dam safety. To support better development in the tributaries, we also have the Rapid Sustainable Hydropower Assessment Tool, as well as the latest transboundary EIA guidelines to support better engagement and better cooperation on the tributaries. For existing hydropower projects, we are working closely to support member countries to monitor the impacts of hydropower operation on the basin. And we have several guidelines in place to do this as well. We need to work with member countries to share more data, especially more operational data, to make sure that we know in advance and more timely the operation, especially in unusual operation, how it affects flood, drought, and environmental management. We are now testing also cooperation mechanism in terms of data sharing and dam operation in key projects. The Basin Development Strategy also calls for whole of basin management, meaning lower Mekong, but also upper Mekong, what you call the Lancang in China. And we have been working with China, our dialogue partner, since 1996, and the LMC Water Center on annual dialogue, data sharing, joint study, and technical exchanges to have better information and to work together more in terms of moving towards basin-wide cooperation. And in the future, we are supporting member countries to make hydropower development more optimal by engaging in a process we call proactive regional planning. It means that we would complement the national plans and projects with better options, with better alternative joint investment projects that not looking at energy needs, but also flood management, drought relief, environmental management. So I look forward to good ideas from this conference, and I call and welcome collaboration with Chinese and ASEAN counterparts in making sustainable hydropower development in the Lancang-Mekong River Basin. Thank you very much.